Welcome, hi Sagittarius, it's me Barbara at Tarot Insight. I've got your Celtic Cross reading here. At the end of the reading today we're going to use the wishing bowl to open your which chakras that we're going for again today. It's your solar plexus chakra. So I've studied the cards already and I think that's a beneficial one for you. Obviously the reading isn't for every single person, but hopefully there's messages in here that are helpful for everyone, and that's my intention anyway. So Sagittarius, it feels to me like you're being rushed in some way. You've got the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the middle of the reading, so maybe normally you'd prefer to be doing something in a more steady way. It might be about your work routine, it could be about your in a relationship or something, but to me it feels like a work reading, or just the general environment around you. It's much busier than you normally would have, so normally you might like to be more steady and very deliberate in your movements and you know, ticking the every single box and dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but the environment around you, things are speeding up. This is the arrows kind of coming through the air. We don't know where they're going to land, but it does have the effect of a lot of movement and things just hurrying up, which is not natural with the Knight of Pentacles. His energy is much more solid. I mean, he's not a racehorse, so something's making you rush here, Sagittarius. You're a fire energy ruled by Jupiter, so I mean you're able to kind of pick up the speed if you want to, but this particular Sagittarius here is feeling like you're needing a rest. You've got the on your mind is the Four of Swords, which is saying you just need to have a break, have some time for you, just take some time out, whether or not, I mean, underneath you you've also got this is showing me that you've got a lot on your plate. Things are, I mean, you're able to make it look quite easy. It's a bit like a swan, you know, on the above the water you've got this graceful thing moving along the water, this graceful bird, and then below the water the feet are paddling away frantically. So I think you need a rest, Sagittarius. You've got an awful lot on your plate, but you know you're skillful. You're kind of you're managing just fine. You are able to juggle everything, and it's almost you make it look like you're happy-go-lucky, which is very Sagittarius. You're always very upbeat anyway, or generally. We can't say for everyone, but it's a sign that is very cheerful and naturally outgoing and straightforward, sort of energetic and outgoing with other people, and you love freedoms and childlike sort of energy and sense of humour. So yeah, I mean, I can easily see how you can, you know, push yourself so hard that you then are needing this time to rest. I mean, if you're one of the people at work, you know, in the NHS or in one of the front line, even as a delivery driver or you know, one of the food kind of production places, it must be so much going on. You're juggling an awful lot. So yeah, you're needing to take a rest, Sagittarius. So do listen to those warnings, because you don't want to burn yourself out. Yeah, I mean, I can see you've got strong emotions here. You've got this gorgeous card, which is the King of Cups. This is water energy. You might have Cancer or Pisces rising in your birth chart. It's always worth checking out your birth chart. You can look online and find out what your moon and rising signs are. And with the King of Wands, he's very emotionally mature, someone that people can trust, a natural counsellor. He's got the sea there lapping around the rocks signify, you know, emotions. They're strong emotions, so you really are a caring person, and you've got this goblet full of your, you know, it's like showing you offering your caring advice to other people, but you're trusted and looked up to, Sagittarius. So it's a really positive card. I mean, it's the most caring king, I think, in the whole deck, actually. So very nice. And you've also got the Emperor further on here, which is sort of what's on your mind, but again, a very strong card. It's very powerful. You have all of the four kings come together before you have this stately authoritative figure of the Emperor, and the Emperor is very much someone who's experienced, sort of experienced veteran of life. I feel like in this reading it's very much thinking about family, actually, the way it's positioned. You're wanting to make sure everything's okay, and that's maybe why you're burning yourself out. You could be thinking about your family and other people's families too. So I just have to close that. And then as you go forward, you've got this card, which is the Moon, and it's sort of saying, you know, you're feeling a bit uncertain about how things are going to work out, which of course we all are, aren't we? I'm trying to make it focus for you. I'll make it a little bit further away. It's not the best, but yeah, basically with the Moon card, things can look in the shadows. Things are very difficult to see, aren't they? A bit like this card, actually. I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Yeah, so with the Moon card, you're feeling a bit daunted by things. Things look more scary than they really are. I mean, it could be about you thinking about are you able to spread your physical time between, your demands in your life? Because next to that, you've got the shadow side card, which is you being worried by, it's like your own demons in your mind. So you're really concerned about, am I going to be able to keep up with everything? And this pace is just so frantic. Am I going to be able to maintain it? So as we go through the reading, you can see that you do manage to maintain it, Sagittarius. I mean, with the shadow side, sometimes I think as well, when we're tired, things can feel so, especially, you've got the moon here. When we're tired, things can look so disproportionately out of focus, and just things feel worse than they really are. And in the kind of fresh new light of day, when the sun comes up, things can look a lot more rosy and cheerful. So don't be worrying. I mean, whether or not it could be about finances, but it feels to me with this that it could be juggling finances, but it feels to me it's more about you juggling your time in between all of your demands and the responsibilities around you. So definitely take the rest that's needed, Sagittarius, and then you'll be able to keep up and be this figure here, which is the Emperor that we saw. And then the overriding energy for this part of the reading is the Page of Pentacles, which is saying, there'll be an improvement and you will be able to take the time that you need. You'll have this time for you to be able to be there in a way that you want to be there for others. I mean, if it's about finances, you'll see an improvement with money as well coming in. So, try not to worry. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles, that is very much about you wanting to have the happy ever after. You're thinking very much about your heart and home. So this is the family legacy. You're concerned about meeting all of the needs of your children, or you could be thinking about elders in your family, wanting to know that they're okay. But it's very much like family traditions, and I mean, we're all thinking on those lines, aren't we, across the world? It's kind of I'm thinking about my family. I mean, I live in the south of Britain, but my family live up north, and my parents are not together. So I'm thinking, is my dad okay? He's on his own, and so we're all thinking about our ancestors and wanting to know everyone's okay. But with this reading, it's saying you will be Sagittarius. I mean, obviously this reading isn't for everyone, because you got the Star card, which is really wonderful. It's dreams coming true and stuff. I'll show you that one in a sec. But from the Oracle of the Trees, you also got this card, which is lovely, and it's a Cedar of Lebanon. And the meaning behind this one, I'll just get my little book here. Make it focus for you. So it says spiritual strength. So I mean, that's such an earthing and grounding energy, isn't it? It says, the message is, humans have respected and worked with me for millennia. They use my wood to make their temples because they recognise that I can give them spiritual strength. Let me help you to become rooted in your own spirituality. And it says, trust your instincts and let your conscience guide you towards making the right decisions, especially if you're currently facing a difficult challenge, like being too busy. And know that you are steadfast and grounded as the biggest trees in the forest. I love that card. It's so grounding. I think we'll look at your root chakra as well, actually. So we'll look at the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra when we use the wishing bowl in a sec. Because that's such a. I think when you run off your feet like this chap here, if you're like him running around, you need to have your feet on the ground, don't you, Sagittarius? And so beautiful card with the wishes and dreams and things is the Star card. So I love the image on here. It says happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and that you're on the right path. It says, go ahead, wish upon a star. The angels say you have every reason to feel hope and happy expectation. Believe in your dreams and look to your future with optimism, excitement and confidence. Challenging times are now behind you and brighter times are ahead. So this is coming, Sagittarius. Even if you feel like you don't have a minute spare at the moment, these happier times are coming. Make your plans with the long view in mind. Now is the time to envision your life the way you want it to be and take action in that direction. The expectations you create for yourself are planted in fertile soil. Trust and follow your intuition as it's right on targets. Additional meanings of the card are faith, a sense of purpose, a prosperous new beginning, and being on the right path. For Archangel Raphael is the angel of optimism who helps us develop a sunshiny outlook and attitude, which is natural for you anyway, Sagittarius. Call upon Raphael to help you celebrate your victories and stay optimistic about your future. Such a positive card. And with the star card, they often say things need to get very dark before the stars come out, before you can see the stars. So I think, see the star shining above there. It's like saying that you're kind of coming to life and being able to shine, for other people as well. You're kind of a beacon of light to other people. So yeah, it's really a positive meaning with that card. Right, so now we're going to open your chakras. So if you could sit comfortably somewhere that is safe for you to close your eyes if you feel like you'd like to, and I'd like you to open up your shoulders so that your lungs can breathe nicely, and straighten your spine. And then if you take a lovely deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth, and we're going to do one more time, in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Okay, so we're going to look at your root chakra and connect. That's a red colour, which is at the base of the spine, and this helps us to feel grounded and confident that our needs are going to be met and resources for survival will be available, and it helps our career and money mindset. And then also we're looking at the solar plexus chakra, which is in your upper abdomen or in your stomach area, and the colour for that is yellow, and this is to help us with our confidence, our self-worth and self-esteem and drive and personal power. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go for this. So imagine this gorgeous pure energy that as the sound rings around the bowl, it's that pure energy coming through from the crown, the top of your head, coming through your body and aligning your chakras and your energies. And so if you have your feet firmly on the ground, that will help you to connect to source energy. It's so beneficial. Okay, here we go. It's so powerful and so pure, and it's just such a healing energy that comes from this wishing bowl. So I can hope that that really helped you to open up those chakras for you and feel connected to source energy. It's so healing, and when you're feeling completely rushed off your feet, it's a really beneficial way to realign your energies and help you to feel at ease, your body not dis-ease, at ease, and that enables us all to feel stronger, which is the best way to resist against infections or illness, really. So trying to help our bodies to feel strong and keep your vibration nice and lifted, and that will help. It spreads out, the ripples of that spreads out to other people around you as well, so we can help each other at this time. Okay, Sagittarius, that's the end of the reading. I've been running since about Christmas, so if you enjoy the reading, I'd really love it if you could click on subscribe and like, because that will help me. And feel free to comment and send me any messages. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me on the number in the information box. Okay, that's the end of the reading. I'll be uploading. I'm going to try and step up to doing 2 readings a day if I can, so for each of the signs. I've also done 2 readings for the coronavirus, so if you want to look on my website you can check that out. I'll be doing a 3rd one as soon as I feel like it's helpful or beneficial for other people to hear it. I'll be tuning into the energies for that. Okay, Sagittarius, sending you loads of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.